Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelorette Recap, a guy's review. In this video, we're going to be talking about the spoiler released yesterday by Reality Steve, claiming to know the winner of The Bachelorette. I believe he has the correct person. It is not Connor B. This is Connor Brennan, dueling pianist, cat enthusiast, high school teacher, and all-around charmer. He is not the winner. This is a red herring. I am posting him in case somebody comes to this channel accidentally and they go, oh my gosh, I spoiled it. I didn't even know. Now listen, I'm getting messages from people saying, Dave, you spoiled it. I was trying to remain unspoiled. Yesterday's video, I gave you 8 minutes and 31 seconds to turn away before I announced who it was going to be. So in this case, I'm going to give you just a minute. I'm just going to give you 1 minute this time where I'm going to promote my other things. So do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and do your boy a favor and leave a comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm. That really helps promote the show. As you guys know, last year I had 2,000 subscribers. We're over 34,000, probably be at 35,000 by the end of the day tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for that. Today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll have a live stream. It's going to be a spoiler-free live stream. Spoiler-free. We're going to talk about Katie's season, where they stand. No spoilers in that live stream. We'll have to ban you if you spoil it. In this comment section, if it's a spoiler video, you can talk about spoilers in the comment section. So anything talked about in this video, you can and are allowed to move forward with that. I'll be recording a Patreon episode this afternoon. I'm going to be talking about some goings on in the behind-the-scenes world of The Bachelor. The different people I've been in contact with, who I'll be podcasting with next week, and I'm going to give you some information on Reality Steve, because I asked on the Patreon if people would want me to set up an interview with him, and I'll let you know what everyone said about that and my whole thought about speaking with Reality Steve about The Bachelor, and also the just all the other things going on with both him and the franchise, what we've learned, where we're going, things like that. So patreon.com/Dave Neal, go on there. There'll be something up this afternoon, if not tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and we'll be talking all about that. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to share with you the spoiler, but first, last chance to tune away before we talk about the spoiler. We announced it yesterday, last chance to tune away. Just released my vlog video on Dave Neal Vlogs. Let's get that to 2,000 subscribers this week. Why don't we do that? It's at 1,840 something. Let's get that up to 2,000. I caught my car battery thief on security camera, and it's a husband and wife team. So check out my vlog. I'll show you. It's crazy that they're stealing car batteries, and it was the 4th time. So that vlog is live. It's getting a ton of views, a ton of comments. Thank you guys all so much for going over there, subscribing, and checking it out. All right, are you guys ready? Let's talk about it. The winner of the season is going to be Blake Moynes, and I'm going to play a few clips of clues that Blake said and Katie said that maybe they didn't mean to, but leading up to the decision to the reveal that it was Blake. Reality Steve had said that he had vetted his sources. He said he had his top 3. It can't be these 3 guys. He knew by process of elimination that it was Blake. And then I think he said he got 2 extra confirmations there. So we'll have to see. I mean, people were saying, oh, he's trolling us. It's wrong. It's like, Reality Steve's business is being right about the spoilers. That's where he makes his money. If he sells out, it better be for like $1 million, because anything less than $1 million isn't worth him getting the wrong source. So I'm sure there's plenty of people trying to throw him the wrong information. So I'm going to go ahead and believe that more often than not, he's got the right answer. So let's play a couple clips from Chicks in the Office. This is from what Blake said before going on the show.
You're the Bachelorette, like that's your biggest hope is that a connection is made like so quickly, I feel like, or you know that you're getting the attention from the guys, and Thomas is laying it all out there. So she's probably like, ooh, like this could really be something great. So I just feel like if she is told about the Bachelor comment, there's no way she's going to be okay. She's going to freak the fuck out.
Definitely.
100%.
I agree with that.
And then we have good old Blake Moynes coming.
Blake.
I'm so excited. He's like, we tagged him on Instagram last night about him showing up, and he reshared it. And
this was recorded on Sunday, the day before, or several days before Reality Steve broke the news that it was Blake Moynes. Okay, so they probably had hunches, but I don't think they knew it was Blake yet.
And then responded to a DM where I was just laughing because he's like, fucking show, building me up, I better deliver. I'm like, you know what, Blake? Fingers crossed. We're looking forward to seeing you.
I love Blake Moynes.
Can't wait.
He's going to be great.
They knew it. They knew it. I'm calling it. They knew it was him. Now listen, Blake hasn't even been on the show yet, which is what makes this so amazing, that people have all these strong opinions about Blake. I liked him from the start. I can understand some women not liking him. You know, women watch the show, generally speaking, different than men do, because I feel like women watch Bachelorette and they see these guys being players. Everyone's like, Connor Brennan, he looks like a player. He probably plays the piano and hooks up with girls. And I see him as being like, he looks super charming to me. He looks like a nice guy. I'd be friends with him. So like when I see these guys, I see them as buddies versus like a threat. So people they were like, oh, Blake, you know, he's some hockey player, or you can't settle down. I'm like, oh, I'd have a beer with Blake. You know, that's how I basically judge my friends. Like, would I have a beer with this guy? All right, so this is what Katie Thurston has to say on Chicks in the Office podcast about Blake Moynes showing up. Let's see if she gives any tells. Hold on.
She could just tease it.
In the teaser, we also see a little special guest, Blake Moynes. We don't really know how he shows up or what happens, but how did you feel about that?
I was shocked.
Keeps looking
I
that
was
way.
not expecting that at all.
What does that mean?
You know, I knew probably people would show up later just because we are in this bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw him, I didn't know what was happening.
Is he
and
in the
also
room?
people kind of forget that's Tasha's ex.
Yep.
And Tasha's there with me, you know, so it's very interesting.
Oh, I actually totally forgot
Oh my
about that.
gosh, I didn't even put two and
that
two
I didn't even
together.
think about that one time.
No, I kind of wrote that off because I feel like we wrote Blake off during the season, and then
Yeah.
when we talked to him after, we are like, oh, Blake's great.
Yeah. But we were always rooting for Blake, and Blake is also very sex positive.
We were not always rooting for Blake
afterwards.
afterwards.
I'm saying now we are, but like I said, kind of the sex positive thing. It's Blake. He's an open fella, so we're excited to see what happens with him.
I will say, coming off my season with Matt, people were really shipping him and I before. So I was a little familiar with like who he was and kind of his background.
I feel like maybe a little Instagram stuff. You gotta see what gotta see what he's all about. And then bam, there he is showing up right in that moment. And then you said like Caitlyn and Tasha were such a big part and so helpful for you. It wasn't like they just popped up during the rose ceremonies.
All right, so that's it on Blake. That's all they said about Blake. And now, so here's what we know. We know that Katie knew of Blake. Obviously, she watched the season. And Blake knew of Katie because he reached out to her after. Blake also reached out to Claire before he met Claire, saying, you know, I hope you're doing okay during the quarantine. Claire never responded. We talked about that. So Blake's, you know, he's sowing seeds. But hey, we can't hit him. He's a hockey player. Shoot your shot, Blake. Go for the goal. Pull that goalie. Get in there. Have some kids, right? Oh, boy. All right, so sharpen those skates and get on that ice. What do you say there? Any other hockey? Send her into the, what's it, check box? What's it called? Penalty box. Oh, wow. High sticking. Give her the, okay. Anyway, folks, I digress. I know you guys haven't heard a digression in a while from me, but we're working towards it. So interesting stuff here. We're going to go over the timeline of Blake and where he is in Bachelor Nation, but don't forget, while he got some hate for this, Blake bought a book on, I believe, on dementia, because he knew Claire's mom was suffering from dementia. So I'm seeing the guy, even if that sounds kind of like, oh, you bought a book just to win a girl over, I'm seeing a guy who wants to go the extra mile. A lot of people, I think, are gonna see Blake in a different light as his story progresses. I have no vested interest, or I have no reason to root on Blake other than I'm really excited for them. I'm really excited. As Katie mentioned, they were shipped, which is what kids say for, does that mean worshipped? What is even, don't even explain it. I'm not going to remember. The kids these days in their music. Did you hear this? I heard this, that what kids think today of the 90s music is what, when I grew up in the 90s, it was like what we thought of the 60s. Can you believe that 60s to 90s is the same difference as 90s to now? Does that make you feel old or what? You're old, okay? Get out of here. You're old. Looking at you, people born in the 80s, all right? And I know if you're born before that, you just don't even, did you guys still get the right to vote? All right. Moving along. So here's Blake. Here's what we got here. So this is his timeline. Blake Moynes, Bachelorette. You love how they're not spoiling it. They're like, oh, we're not spoiling who it is. We're just going to post a bunch of content about Blake Moynes and not mention that he is going to be the winner here. So anyway, this is his timeline from no-name Canadian wildlife conservationist to celebrity bad boy Bachelorette winner. Will Katie Thurston be the one for Blake Moynes after his pursuits of Claire Crowley and Tayshia Adams fell short? It ended so abruptly, it was easy to just be like, okay, fair enough. Blake told Us Weekly in December 2020 about Claire leaving early. She fell in love hard and, she broke it off. Like, too bad for us. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but those things happen. I didn't see it happening the way that it did, and I was shocked, but I got closure. So, he's a hopeless romantic, like, what are you going to make him, feel guilty that he's willing to, fall for different people? I'm not. After Tayshia arrived at Palm Springs Resort to take over, Blake stuck around and started to fall for her too. He was eliminated before the hometown date during a December 2020 episode, and she ended up engaged to Zach Clackey. The connection I had with Tayshia was very slow, but every time that we'd make a step, I think I opened her eyes more and more and more, he told Us. And I think you saw that a couple times. Like, every time I talked to Blake, he shows a different side of him, and that's what happened. I think she had her guard up, just like she said at the Men Tell All. I walked in with a red flag over my head because I had feelings for Claire too. Fast forward to 2021, and Blake tuned into Matt James' season of The Bachelor and watched Katie pursue the former football player. As a result, he opted to return to the series after filming for season 17 began in March for a shot with the former banking manager. They say former banking manager because Katie Thurston is going to be an A-list star, guys. And no offense to banking managers, but they aren't. Katie's moving on to the big life, okay? And I'm sure she's going to use a lot of her talents, proper communication, healthy boundaries, empathy, as in every woman. She's one of us. No, she's not. She's an A-lister. We're not. Former Bachelor Nick Viall, who filmed the guest spot in Katie's third episode, told Us that Katie spoke to him about Blake during his visit, even though the footage of him won't air until week 4. Oh, okay. Katie spoke to Nick Viall about Blake during his visit, even though footage of him won't air until week 4. So what you're saying is maybe this is out of place. Maybe could it be? Let's open this here. Could it be that that Blake arrived before Nick Viall's episode, and they kind of filmed this out of order? This could be the case. Katie Thurston reveals she spoke to Tayshia's ex-boyfriend, Blake Moynes, before he popped up on her season. I definitely knew who he was. Okay, so you know what? We'll have to, that's another story. Let's just go through this. I think Katie had met him. I don't know for sure. She had told me about it, and it was filmed. They didn't use it, but it was filmed. Here for the Right Reasons podcast on June 22nd, noting that there's so many moving pieces on The Bachelorette and too much to cover from the group date to introduce Blake just yet. Oh, I understand. So there was a lot to cover in episode 3. Blake might have already happened, and for timeline purposes, they haven't showed that part yet. I get it. No worries. Let's not pass too much judgment on Blake showing up late, since actually he's already there. Tayshia, who was co-hosting Katie's season with Caitlin Bristow, confirmed to Us that she spoke to Blake before he officially joined the season 17 cast. I was a little shocked, but in a good way. I had a conversation with him, and he's a good man. So if he felt like he wanted to show up and surprise someone, then I stand behind it. Bachelorette airs Monday, 8 p.m. Oh, it's going to be a good one, folks. March 2020, ABC announced the original cast. So it's been a year for Blake. It's been a year. Let's get out of that article. We didn't get too much there. And let's go into this one here. Clues. Katie's final one started posting cat photos. That gentleman hasn't even joined the show officially yet. Everyone who reads spoilers knows he's appearing on The Bachelorette, though. That's right, Blake Moynes. Take a gander at Blake's Instagram. Here's where it gets good. Blake posts a lot of animal pictures. Doesn't he own an owl? I said it yesterday. He's a hoot. All right, folks, we already did that one. Okay. Hoot joke, owls. All right, there it is. Fly away. Take a gander. Here's what it gets good. Okay, since March, when The Bachelorette filmed, Blake stepped up his cat picture game a lot. All right, Bachelor data on Instagram. Let's see. Can you compile how many cat photos Blake's posted since meeting Katie? So here's one that he posted. Let's see. That's obviously not Katie's cat, Tommy, but it's a cat nonetheless. Close enough. It's okay to be a cat guy. Tell me why it's not, he posted. Interesting. Tell me why it's not. In the post, he shares a picture of him and his cat. Oh, it's his cat. Oh, that's not. So he owned a cat. Okay. In case you missed it, Katie loves her cat, Tommy. Well, let's hope that Tommy and Bear can get along, Maybe Bear will be Tommy's, soulmate. Who knows? So there's Katie's cat, Tommy, who she's had since high school. So that's a little bit of a nice connection there. He has an Instagram highlight dedicated to felines. It's named Cat Daddy. Blake has a bunch of highlights at the top of his profile. His passion for environmentalism, traveling, and hanging out with animals. The Cat Daddy highlight includes 40 photos and clips of Blake hanging out with his cats. He shares all about his love for cats, telling his followers why they should too. Out of all the 4 cats I've had, I've never regretted getting one, he says in one video. Wow. Cat Daddy. Oh my gosh, I love this nickname, Cat Daddy. Blake's been amping up the cat post for weeks now, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. There are shots of him getting cozy with Bear. Oh, are they too similar? Is this going to backfire? Plus, clips of him absolutely fawning over Bear. P.S. His nickname is Bear Bear. Cat Daddy, Bear Bear. There he is. So he's got a Bear Bear. Apparently, Blake and Bear love a good snuggle session on the couch. Okay, and Bear's favorite spot to curl up is right on Blake's chest. Can you believe I'm covering this and it's a story? And you know what? You guys are watching it. Haha, silly you. Cat Daddy, for I need a good nickname. I'm calling this guy Cat Daddy. I need to be like, dog stepdad or whatever. For what it's worth, Blake started this highlight 100 weeks ago, so way before he or Katie joined the Bachelor franchise. It is possible he simply loves his cat and wants to share it with the world. Oh, now that's yeah, of course, duh. He started this 2 years ago. But that is still serendipitous. I love the movie Serendipity. Don't you guys love that movie, Serendipity? What a good movie. What a good movie. It's like, are they going to fall in love or not? Time will tell. Serendipity. I would love a mashup of like Gossip Girl, Serendipity, and like Fool's Gold. Can somebody make that happen? I love a good rom-com. Katie and Blake may have met before he showed up on the Bachelorette set. Nick Viall, former Bachelor and guest on Katie's most recent episode, shared what he knew about Katie and Blake on the Bachelorette. I think Katie had met him. I don't know. Okay, so we already saw that part. So very well. All the cat Instagram hints match up with spoilers too. Reality Steve confirmed on his Instagram that Katie does end up with Blake and that the two are currently engaged. We got that. I just know that Katie got engaged to Blake at the end of filming. Based on Instagram, Blake's the lucky winner of Katie's season in her heart. Here's hoping their cats get along as well as they do. Well, that really didn't show much. I mean, I'm sorry. Please, I'll Venmo you for the wasted time there for the last 5 minutes. I thought we had more information there. That really didn't show too much as far as the clues, but we do know that Blake liked Katie's topic, whether it was her Instagram photo, I believe, or maybe he liked someone else's photo. Either way, Blake liked that Katie talked about, and I say liked, like he hearted it on Instagram, that Katie talked about her whole conversation about consent when she made a post about that. So clearly Blake is waiting in the wings somewhere. Old Cat Daddy himself, the old feline's friend, and he is, look, I think we're going to have a power couple that loves their animals, a power couple that loves being sex positive. They have good senses of humor. I think we got a match, guys. I think we got some winners. The question is the secret sauce. How do we get from episode 3 that we've seen to Blake? We haven't even seen him on air yet. So let's just watch this, put the puzzle pieces together, and figure it all out. That's what we got going for us. And thank you in advance to everyone who watched the stolen car battery video. I appreciate all the support on the vlog channel. It's monetized now, so we actually are making some money. Last week it made $36. Can you believe that? I mean, that's money. I made $36. My car battery cost $188, so I still lost about $150. But hey, it's a start. Go watch that video, click the ads, and maybe I'll make an extra $1 or $2. So anyway, folks, today I'm going to be doing a live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then I've got the Patreon episode, which will be coming out later on today or first thing Friday morning. You can go check that out there, patreon.com/Dave Neal. And I'll see you guys at the live stream. Feel free to call in, leave a voicemail. No spoilers on the live stream, only spoilers on spoiler videos. All right, folks, we'll talk to you soon. Cat Daddy out. Bye now.